Here, I think.
Very helpful, yes. Very beneficial.
Would you have liked to have gone out as a 2-year trained teacher? Or don't you think you would have been as well equipped as you are now?
No, not nearly well equipped. The extra knowledge I've gained this year, I feel I would have been lacking last year, yes.
What sort of knowledge? Why is the extra year so different than the first 2 years?
Well, it's been a highly experimental course. It's been different course material than the past 2 years. Been remedial biased. I think all this adds up to a good course.
Will you go out as a remedial teacher?
No. Several people have asked us this. No, we won't be. Just had a remedial bias, but we won't be classed as remedial teachers.
But you will be better equipped to pick up learning problems than a 2-year trained teacher would be?
I think so, yes. We've got a bit of insight into what makes children become behaviour problems. Instead of just being naughty, there's a reason for it. And I think this will help us a lot more.
Do you think this 3-year training should be spread a lot wider?
Yes, I do think so. It will be coming into being now, from now on, yes, permanently, 30 trained.
Carolyn Coburn.
I don't think anyone's ever fully equipped after the training that they receive. You keep learning all through your lifetime, and I think it's very important that teachers in particular are aware that this learning process goes on throughout their lifetime. But I do feel relatively well equipped.
You think your training was adequate?
Yes, I do. There were periods during my training when I felt rather disillusioned.
What sort of things were you disillusioned with?
Well, I felt perhaps there wasn't enough emphasis on academic work in particular, that there was too much emphasis on theory which often couldn't be implemented anyway because of the type of persons that we were. After all, we're all different, and the sort of method which one lecturer finds good in a classroom, another person mightn't find so good. And a lot of these things just come through experience. Therefore, I think that although you've got to have a certain amount of method, instruction, there can often be too much, to the extent where you miss out on learning for learning's sake.
Prac teaching, do you feel that system's adequate? I mean, would you rather gone out for, say, 6 months at the end of all your training and prac teaching, or would you rather do 2 weeks throughout the year?
I think the ideal would be for everybody to go out 1 or 2 days a week throughout the whole period of their training to the same school. If they don't get on at this school, then they can move to another school after a period of a couple of months, so that everybody finds a school where they can fit in reasonably well and get to know the kids over a fairly long period of time and feel that they're really getting somewhere.
Teaching is, I suppose, particularly in the junior years, a female-dominated industry. Do you ever feel overcome by this, or is this even a challenge in being a male in a female-dominated industry?
I can see your point about the female-dominated industry, but I think, personally, that I can't say it's wrong, but females do tend to dominate the industry, They give the child, I feel, again, it's all personal opinion, they're a mother-orientated society, and the child tends to relate towards the maternal instinct and just doesn't get a chance to relate to a male.
So you would like to see more males teachers?
I would like to see a lot more male teachers, but again, the male teacher is more orientated to leave teaching because of better wages, better conditions.
Well, did you
elsewhere.
ever feel when you were training that you could be out earning a lot more money as, well, maybe even a clerk or something like that? You could have, when you left school, started earning money. Have you ever felt like you're languishing in training and not doing anything?
I suppose it all goes back to school when all of my friends left school at 15 and they were out earning, $40-odd a week, which was a lot of money in those days for me. No, it doesn't particularly worry me, mainly because money to me isn't terribly important. I think if I can enjoy a job, which I think I might be able to do with teaching, I'll probably stay a lot longer than...
You're more motivated by ideals than money?
Maybe, yes.
Have you always wanted to be a teacher?
Yes, underneath it all, yes, I have. I've played teacher when I was little, I've played it when I was older, and I think it was just one ambition that I had right through.
No, I didn't. It wasn't until about 3 or 4 years ago that I decided, or not even that, my second year at university I decided I'd like to teach.
You didn't just drift into it for something to do?
In a fashion, as I said before, I had a couple of unsuccessful years at university, but it was a bit of both, and I'm certainly very glad I did drift into it because I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it.